Hi friends, this video is about my upcoming webinar, Karma Vipaka. So in this particular webinar, we are going to deal with the predictive methods, okay, and the techniques given in different text. So I'm covering the Karma Vipaka Samhita and Veerasimha Lokanam, and we are going to also learn the pending karma and Karma Vipaka part of planets and Rashis also. So this is a content, and this webinar is basically I'm planning for 2 days webinar, but if required, I can extend it to 4 days also, depending on the need. So the agenda is basically we are going to learn the concept, okay, the concept and the logic behind, okay, how to decode the like in Karmipak Samhita is basically a text in which Lord Shiva is explaining the stories related to the different nakshatras and its pada, nakshatra charan, to Devi Parvati. So we will try to understand the hidden meanings and try to decode, okay, how to use those stories, okay, in our horoscope, and what we can learn, okay, what we can correct, because Lord Shiva is explaining also like different kinds of remedies, okay, and karma to correct. So all these things we are going to learn in detail. And Veerasimha Lokanam is basically a text which deals with the Ayurveda and Jyotish. Okay, basically you can see there is a relation between Ayurveda and Jyotish and karma. Okay, so due to which karma you are facing the kind of health issues in this life and how to get rid of it. Okay, so we will discuss all these things, and content is very huge. So obviously I can't cover all 27 nakshatras, okay, and everything in just 2 or 4 days. But my agenda is not to cover all 27 nakshatras, but I want to teach you how to decode it. Okay, so I will cover 4 5 nakshatras in very detail, so that you will have an idea like how we are using those stories, okay, and what are the different nakshatra properties that we are correlating to it, okay, and how to decode it. All these things we will understand. Like for example, we can discuss about one nakshatra, particular nakshatra pada, that is Mrigashira Nakshatra. So in our Science of Remedies course, we are learning about all 27 nakshatras in detail, okay. But this time I'm also including the pada, okay, in the Karmipak webinar. There is a very subtle teaching connected with the Mrigashira Nakshatra Pada 1 in the Karma Vipaka Samhita. Okay, not every pending karma comes from the violence or theft or cheating. Okay, sometimes the unfinished karma is created by a pattern of life itself, like moving continuously or searching continuously, but never allowing the mind to become settled. Now, there is a particular shloka given for the Mrigashira Nakshatra first pada. So we will discuss about that shloka in very detail. I will show you also the shloka, Prathama Charane Devi, Purva Janmani Brahmana, like this. There is a shloka. Now, let me explain the what is the meaning of this shloka. The meaning given in that text is like in the previous birth, the person who born in this particular nakshatra charan was a Brahmin who traveled repeatedly to distant regions, okay, and the samskar of that constant movement appears in the present life as a chitta chanchalata, restlessness of mind. Okay, chitta means basically a mind, and chanchalta means restlessness. So there is a word given in the text. Okay, chitta chanchalta. Now the person may possess intelligence, correct, because he is a Brahmin, curiosity, and a genuine desire to learn. Okay, but mind can remain in a continuous state of searching. This is what Mrigashira Nakshatra means. Okay, one subject after another, one place after another, one idea after another. So this is where the story becomes very interesting for the Jyotish students. Okay, first let us establish the correct pada structure. Okay, Mrigashira pada 1 extends from Taurus sign, and like Taurus sign between 23° 20' to 26° 40', and it falls in the Leo Nomansh, ruled by the sun. So Nomansh is very useful. Okay, because we are going to connect these stories through Nomansh. Okay, Nomansh and the sign, okay, where this nakshatra occupies. Now Mrigashira itself is ruled by Mars. Mars in sense of Vimshotri Dasha scheme, if you see, the Mars is the ruler of Mrigashira Nakshatra, and its Devata is Soma. Okay, and because the first two pada falls in the Taurus, okay, so Venus becomes the Rashi Lord also. So for a practical Jyotish combination, what it becomes? It becomes Venus in Taurus, okay, Mars as a nakshatra lord, Soma as a devata, and Sun through Leo Nama. So you have to use all the properties of these nakshatras, planets, and devata, okay, Namaansh also. Now, now the Karmipak story starts opening in the another way. Taurus wants, stability, position, security, something permanent. Now Mars gives movement. Mars, the urge to go after something. This is what Mars do. And the Devata Soma creates the desire for the experience, okay, nourishment and fulfillment. All these things are given by the Devata Soma. Then the Leo Namash brings the Sun, the need to discover one's own path. This is what suns do, identity, the purpose and the center. That is basically a sun. Now, this creates a beautiful karmic question for the Mrigashira Padavan. What am I actually searching for? Okay, the problem is not travel itself. Okay? The problem is searching without arriving. Person can change cities, change teachers, okay, change spiritual practices, change careers, change relationships, or continuously collect knowledge. Now, but the deeper samskara may remain exactly the same. The mind keep moving. Now, this is why the symbol of Mrigashira Nakshatra is so meaningful. You know what is the symbol of Mrigashira Nakshatra? That is deer. Deer keeps searching. If you see deer in jungle, deer is roaming here and there. Okay, it is continuously searching something. It hears something, it smells something, it sees something in the distance and immediately moves towards it. This is what deer do. The search itself becomes the nature for the deer. So Mrigashira is also same thing. Therefore, when Mrigashira Padavan becomes important in horoscope, okay, so I would examine whether the native repeatedly experiences moments without inner settlement. Now, the person may travel extensively, study many subjects, okay, meet many teachers, begin many projects, or remain constantly curious, yet still feel that something is missing. This is what Mrigashira Nakshatra, especially Padavan. Okay, now this becomes even more important if Graha occupying Mrigashira Padavan. Okay, if any planet is occupying Mrigashira Padavan, and that connects with the third, fourth, ninth, and 12th house indication. Now, why third, fourth, ninth, and 12th? I will explain these things in detail in webinar. Okay, then travel, change of residence, education, pilgrimage, foreign places, or repeated searching for knowledge can become the field through which this old samskara operates. Okay, now let's say if Mercury connects, the searching may happen through books, information, courses, intellectual subjects. If Jupiter is connecting to this particular pada, Mrigashira Padavan, so it may appear through guru, philosophy, religion, spiritual knowledge. If Venus is connecting, the person may keep searching for a perfect relationship, okay, comfort or lifestyle. If Saturn connects, the native may be forced by life to remain in one place or carry one responsibility for a longer period. Almost if Saturn is teaching the wandering mind how to stay. Now, and if Sun itself occupies or strongly influences Mrigashira Padavan, why? Because Sun is also connected to Leo Namaj. Now it becomes very, very important. Then the search may actually be for the identity, recognition, purpose, or one's proper direction in life. The person may travel outwardly because inwardly he is still asking, where do I truly belong? So this is where Karma Vipaka Samhita becomes much deeper than the simple past life storytelling. Okay, we should never tell Mrigashira Padavan people like you were wandering Brahmin in your previous birth because it is given as a story in Karma Vipaka Samhita. So this is just as it is a mechanical interpretation of the text. The classical statements gives us a karmic seed, so that seed you need to understand. That is my job in the webinar, to make you understand the seed, hidden seed in the stories. And the hidden seed in the Mrigashira Padavan is the wandering, the mental restlessness. The horoscope must tell us that seed is what kind of seed is operating. We must examine the Graha in the Pada, its Karak Tattva, its Bhava Lordship, Venus, Mars, Sun, relevant houses, and finally the Dasha activating the pattern if you want to use it. Okay, the attached Mrigashira, whatever the stories, okay, it is given in Mrigashira Nakshatra. Okay, Lord Shiva also mentions some remedial part of it. Okay, like Shiva Vakshe, Mrityunjaya Japa, meditation, and maintaining like a fixed spiritual discipline. So all these things are there. So we will discuss all these things also in our courses. So the thing is, You all can join this particular webinar. Okay, the name of webinar is Karma Vipaka Rahasya. Okay, decoding the past through Jyotish. Okay, so we are starting it from 22nd and 23rd of August, and this webinar is in English. Okay, initially I'm planning it for 2 days only, but depending on the need, I can extend it to 4 days also. Okay, and also I'm giving the notes. Okay, and registrations are already open, so you all are invited. Okay, to take part in this webinar, and we will learn how to take such Karma Vipak statements and decode them practically. Okay, through Graha, Rashi, Nakshatra, Pada, Bhava, and also I'm going to take some specific Bhrigu yogas. Okay, and related karmic principles also we will discuss. Okay, now all these things are important. Okay, because these are not given in any single text, so I'm collecting it from different sources. Okay, so I hope you will enjoy this webinar. So everybody is invited. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.